So the last 2 days we were in San Antonio, we kind of just walked around more around the river walk, looking at the different shops and the restaurants and trying out different things. One day I made the mistake of wearing a skirt, and it was kind of breezy that day, and I didn't notice that the hotel, it was just like a very light breeze, but by the time we got downtown, must have been like the wind tunnel effect with all the tall buildings, because I had a couple of Marilyn Monroe moments where I had to like really leap with my hands to hold down my skirt. It was a little bit embarrassing. Thankfully, my sister was the only one who noticed, and she laughed at me hysterically, but you know, it's your sister, so you can live with that. The only awkward moment was when we went to get an ice cream cone, and I literally had to ask if we could go find a place to sit down because I could not hold my skirt down with one hand. So it was not the best choice of wardrobe that day. But what can you do? You just live with it and walk on. The Alamo was interesting. It was probably not my favorite point of the holiday, just because it's not really my favorite part of history, so I wasn't that interested in it, which isn't a very nice thing to say. One thing I don't really understand about it is that they consider it a very sacred place, and so like you go into the church. Alamo is a church, so you go into it and they're like, this is holy sacred ground, so you cannot speak loud and you have to take your hat off and all that kind of thing. And I understand like they don't want you touching the walls and things like that, because you know it is a historical building, but I don't really understand the whole thing about, you know, this is where people died, so don't talk loud. And then directly across the street is a Ripley's Believe It or Not, you know, Guinness Book of World Records fun house with mirrors, and it's like exactly 30 paces away, and it's probably on the same ground that people died on. So it was just weird, you know. It's like, I understand respecting, and I understand like honoring and taking care of the building, but it was just weird. Like, yeah, it was just weird. Sorry if my hands are shaking. I'm trying to hold my whole laptop to do this. It's like, okay, try to hold it still. So now we are in Surfside, Texas. We rented a little house by the beach, and are really enjoying just being on the beach, enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the waves, enjoying just a little bit more quiet. I personally kind of enjoy the city a little bit more, just because I like architecture and I like watching people, but it has been really nice to be out on the beach and just not have much to do. And I'm just going to try to adjust my laptop here so I can open the door, and actually I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to show you our little cottage. It's a little bit of a mess. I didn't want to pick it up before doing this vlog, but I'm going to go out the front door here and try to show you our Surfside house. It's a bit bright out here, but hopefully it'll pick up. You can kind of see the shoreline right behind those houses. So it literally, we just walk down the steps and past those houses and we are on the beach. So it's been really nice. The one downside is there is no internet here. So we had to drive 15 miles into town to check my email. I'm trying to check it once a day just in case I get requests from people for a wedding date, that I can at least respond right within 24 hours and be like, yes, I have it open, or no, I don't. I just feel like I need to do that for my business. I hate to leave people hanging, and I know that they don't know that I'm on vacation, so I just think it's important to do that. So, you know, it's a 15-mile drive in, it's a 15-mile drive back. It takes you half an hour to check all your emails and respond to things. So it ends up being an hour a day on vacation, which is a little frustrating because it could be something I could do in 5 minutes if we had internet here. So I think next time we go on vacation, I'm going to double check that they have Wi-Fi on location, just to make things easier and to help me to be able to be on vacation more. But it's been gorgeous. The interesting thing about these houses is, as you see, they're all on stilts. So the house, if we get a big gust of wind or a big truck passes by, it kind of sways a little bit, so you kind of feel like, woo! Maybe not that dramatically, but it is definitely noticeable. So Let's see. That's been very interesting, very different. Thankfully not a lot, because I would not want to be sick to my stomach. So I'm just thankful that we are not here during a big gale with lots of wind. And it's been gorgeous. Lots of sunshine. Been wearing tons of sunscreen so I don't get super burnt. And just enjoying it. So that is actually kind of a long vlog. Sorry about that. I will get back to you later with some more stories, hopefully, of funny things that happened, and we will be here a couple more days and then on our way home. So I'm kind of actually looking forward to getting back into the routine of things, which means that it's like the perfect amount of vacation, you know, long enough to really get rested up and to start actually looking forward to going back to work. So that's good. We'll talk to you later. Bye.